Our show anytime you're ready. Kincaid and Dallas on demand.
Kincaid and Dallas about to talk to one of our favorite people on the planet. This is Jarrod Oxendine from Oxendine Law. He's the guy you talk to when things just aren't going well in the marriage and you need some options. He's the guy to speak with to reclaim your life and start over again. And I love your commercials, man. They're so convincing. They're so good. I'm not there yet, but
I love them too.
I'm glad you
have a little bit of part in that. You know, your producers help write those, so I got to give some credit to y'all too.
Vito, yeah, man, he's great. We love Vito. So I was thinking about you this morning when I had mentioned that I'm keeping a secret from my family being like the family I was born into, my mom and my sister. We can only go one place on vacation, and that place I've chosen is Minnesota over my home state of Maryland because I just vacation. I need a little bit of vacation to be vacation, not an obligation, and it's aggravation. So I want to spend time with my wife's family where it's fun, and it's less fun in Maryland. So like I've told my wife and my kids, never bring up to my mom that we were in Minnesota. We're going to be on social media silence. How many divorces have stemmed from the families, not even families not getting along, but just, I don't know, finally like one person in the marriage's family convincing them that, hey, there's a reason why they're keeping you from us. They're not right for you.
Yeah, it's amazing how often, family can meddle with a family and cause acrimony in the household, and it happens a lot. You have some parents and in-laws that are just very controlling, and they're just up everybody's business, and then they start, disapproving of the spouse for whatever reason. They start working on their child, and the child starts to resent their spouse. And that's why you also see a lot of divorces that happen after the holidays, frankly, because families spend a lot of time together during the holidays, and that creates stress. And if you already are in a situation where you've got a stressful home environment and you're not on the best terms with your spouse, and then you compound it by having the additional family stress on top of it, especially if the family's ganging up on you, then it unfortunately can lead to divorce. You see that a lot in Indian culture. In my Indian divorces, those families are very much involved in the family's lives and the husband and wife and the upbringing of the children and the financial decisions. And there's an expectation in some parts of the Indian culture where once the parents get to a certain age, you're supposed to take care of them. And so you've got your in-laws now that have moved into your house.
Yeah, right.
So it happens, unfortunately, all the time. Hey, there's some good stories, too, right? There are some families that love to hang out with each other, and they stay married because they love their in-laws so much, right?
True.
Yeah, but that's bad for you.
But it's good for them. We all love a good ending, don't we?
We do. But how about a bad beginning? Jarrod, what is the quickest from we got married to this isn't working out? The client who had the least amount of time as a married couple, how many days?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I've had less than 30 days. What? You get people, they go out and do the Vegas thing, right? And then they sober up and they come back and they're, oh, my gosh, what the heck did I just do this past weekend? And you still have to get a divorce, right? That's not an annulment.
Oh, what's the annulment time period?
The ceremony. You consummated the marriage, so those folks, even if they're married for like a week.
Wait, what's the...
So if you're
I guess I
married
know the difference, but I don't really. What constitutes an annulment compared to a divorce?
There has to be fraud. So let's say that you're already legally married, which means you can't get remarried because you're still legally married to somebody else. That's an annulment.
I see.
If you've got some other type of promise, if you marry me, tomorrow I promise I'll give you, a shiny, bright red new car on Friday.
Yeah.
Right? So,
but even if
it's very hard to prove annulment.
If you consummate, then it doesn't matter if you've been married 24 hours. You've still got to get a divorce.
That's right. If you have the public ceremony and you get married and you consummate that marriage, that is it.
So you're saying Ross and Rachel, when they got married in Vegas, they should have gotten a divorce and not an annulment?
Right. Because they consummated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's very hard to get an annulment these days.
Wow.
And, something I had in one of my other cases, I had a guy, it's a previous client of ours, it was his third marriage. He'd been dating the girl a while. He had a lot of assets that he brought into the marriage. And before he got married, he bought this brand new lake house, beautiful lake house, wide open water, brand new dock, boat, the whole 9 yards. And his girlfriend convinced him not only to marry her, but also was working on him to add her name to the deed of the house. And guess what? He did it.
Oh, wow.
And
He fell for it.
Less than a year later, she files for divorce. Now, luckily, we were able to negotiate a great deal for him, and he did not have to pay her half of that equity. But the reason I bring that up is prenups and post-ups are great, always preferred. But just because you don't have one doesn't mean that your new spouse still gets half of your assets that you brought into the marriage, as long as you keep it separate. Keep it in a separate bank account.
Right.
Don't add his or her name to the property. And then if you get divorced, that's still your separate property.
Yep, exactly.
So my name is the only name on my house. So if I were,
Oh,
What are you
God.
saying?
What are you saying?
Kincaid?
I'm just saying, I would never do this to my wife.
Hypothetically.
How much of a fight, for one spouse, how much of a fight is it for that other spouse to, this is the house we lived in. Now, I have legal grounds to say you're out, right? I could theoretically be awful and do that.
Sounds like somebody's thinking about divorce.
Should we go down that road? Not me. Should you?
I don't know. Is
Did
your wife
someone listening?
No,
My advice might vary depending on whether or not your wife's listening.
You've already said you're going to take her on as a client, and not me. You've already made that very clear. So no, no, we're not. Everything's fine. But should you find yourself in that situation, definitely get a hold of Oxendine Law. What's the website? What's the phone number? Aaron, don't listen.
oxlawfirm.com, 770-497-8688.
Jarrod, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Have a great couple of weeks. We'll talk to you soon, bud. Bye-bye.